ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I want to talk about these rumors about Floyd Mayweather having to pop dirty, says a former champ, Nate Campbell. And that was kind of I was kind of surprised about that at the same time, because he didn't name only him. He named Manny Pacquiao and Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? For popping dirty or being dirty boxers, whatever, and all that. So, my opinion is on this at the same time. I would say that, well, let's get right into it, right? One thing is I would say that, why would Nate Campbell mention Floyd Mayweather's name? He could have mentioned anybody else's name, but at the same time, you could think about this. He could be mentioning Floyd Mayweather's name because he is the, he's the best one that did it in this present day time. The best boxer in the world, right? I mean, when he was fighting, you know what I'm saying? And you can't get popularity off his name too on top of that, because I don't know who Nate Campbell is. I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. You know what I'm saying? Because and Nate Campbell I think he talked to barbershop conversation or whoever he talked to, but it's not even Nate Campbell that really seen it or was there to see that Floyd Mayweather pop dirty. It was somebody else, because he said something about he got it from a source, but he don't want to he don't want to give up his source or where he got this information from. I would say that, you know what I'm saying, if you ain't giving up the source, it's just a rumor, and it's going to be a rumor. I mean, because I just can't go off of who's your source. It could be you making this up. You know what I'm saying, Nate Campbell. You know what I'm saying? So, and then on top of that, you got to understand Floyd Mayweather. Let me tell you something, man. Outside of the ring, man, he's a great boxer, but outside the ring, man, he's got his demons. He liked to mess around with married women or a woman who's got boyfriends on top of that. You know what I'm saying? Did he mess around with Nate Campbell's girl, or that's if he married or not, whatever. Did he mess around with his chick or something like that? That could be a possibility, and he want to get back at Floyd Mayweather. That could be the reason too on top of that. Or the source, the person, not Nate, not Nate Campbell, but the source too at the same time, or whoever. It could be Nate Campbell, it could be the source. He just don't want to get sued or something like that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like I say, he say, she say shit. Until we have some clear evidence, then it's just a rumor at the same time. And it's a possibility Floyd Mayweather was taking some, got popped dirty, what they say, not just one or two, 3 times, right? It's a possibility. I won't be surprised these days. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of fighters are dirty. But if you haven't got caught, then hey, and then somebody come out and say something like this, and you never got caught, hey, it's just a rumor. You got away with it. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, Canelo Alvarez got popped dirty. And Manny Pacquiao, he never got popped dirty, but everybody know he's a dirty fighter in a sense, because you know why? It was the biggest fight in his life. He didn't want to take that fight because he said he's scared of needles. And then in the Keith Thurman fight, he didn't want to take a blood test again. This dude went up 8 to 9 weight classes and knocking out people. Come on, that's pretty obvious. But with Floyd Mayweather, he wasn't knocking out people like that. So what kind of PED was he using? Because he wasn't knocking out people, and his intention wasn't knocking out people. He was trying to stay healthy and hit and not be hit. That was his routine. Get the money and stay healthy for the rest of his life. You see what I'm saying? So what kind of PEDs was he using? Stamina? Because he didn't have a stamina problem. He wasn't going to knock you out, like I said. Wasn't it like a steroid to heal you, or you know what I'm saying? I can probably see that, but isn't it make you a better fighter? Because he went off his skills instead of some performance-enhancing drugs. I would say. But that's me. This is me speculating. But I'm just saying. He didn't show nothing about, but at the same time, a fighter don't have to show that they was on drugs, because they should still be on drugs too on top of that. Nate Campbell could be telling the truth. But at the same time, he wasn't the one that seen it. He said it was somebody else told him this. So it's just a rumor right now if he don't give up his source. That's what I would say. Now, some people gonna take and run with this at the same time, but if you ain't pop dirty, I mean, well, Manny Pacquiao, it's obvious. Canelo Alvarez got popped, so that's a fact, right? You know, so all them facts right there, we know they you know, I'm not saying Canelo Alvarez is not dirty now. He could be possibly still be dirty. You know what I'm saying? Manny Pacquiao, I mean, come on. A person, this dude almost 40 years old. He is 40 years old. Matter of fact, he's still fighting now. He knocked down Keith Thurman and hurt him. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, hey man, like I say, I think Manny Pacquiao, it's obvious he's still dirty. That's just my opinion on that. Canelo Alvarez, he might be still dirty because he went up to 175 to fight Sergio Kovalev. His body looked much different. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and then like Shane Mosley, he was dirty at the same time because he said he didn't know he was on steroids. I mean, I don't know that. It could be a possibility, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, if it's somebody saying something and he'll give up his source, it's just gonna be a rumor, and that's all it's gonna be. If you don't give up the source, then leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? And let that source come out with it and say what they said to you, Nate Campbell. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. It could be a possibility because, you know what I'm saying, I don't know why he'll come out with it now, but he could be, you know, like I say, you know, Floyd Mayweather is, you know, still he messed around with married women, a woman who got who's in a relationship with their man. You know what I'm saying? He messed around with women like that. Floyd Mayweather don't give a F. You know what I'm saying? That could be a possibility too. It could be you know what I'm saying? It could be all kind of reasons why somebody because they jealous. And Nate Campbell is a fighter. I don't know who he is. He probably just wants some recognition too. On top of that, we never know what a person might do these days or what they'll do to say things to another fighter and discredit them what they did in their life, whatever. You know, so you just never know. Some people lying and some people might not be lying. They might be telling the truth. We don't know. But at the same time, if you don't give up the source, then it's just a rumor, and then let's leave it alone. Then you know what I'm saying. So at the same time, man, what y'all think? Y'all believe this dude Nate Campbell? Do you don't believe him? You know what I'm saying? I mean, what this gonna do anyway? Is it gonna take Floyd off the pound? I mean, the best ever or whatever. And then on top of that, let me not forget to say this. Floyd Mayweather, this is why I say I can see him popping dirty when he was Pretty Boy Floyd because, no, I can see he popping dirty when he was Money Mayweather. I'll say that because he had the money and he had the popularity. You see what I'm saying? He had the money to do it. When he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he didn't have that. He was not on that level. He was just he was working his way up to the ranks. So Pretty Boy Floyd, you tell me he's pop dirty and they let that slide? And then he's a black fighter too on top. He's a African American or a black American fighter. So how he get away with that if he was, I'm just saying, if he was pop dirty when he was Pretty Boy Floyd? He couldn't get away with that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's a black fighter he's trying to climb his way up the ranks. They had no money. He didn't have no recognition like that. You know what I'm saying? And they let it slide? No, I don't believe that. Now, when he's Pretty Boy Floyd, I can see that. But at the same time, watch this. This is the crazy thing about it. Canelo Alvarez is the cash cow, the face of, aka the face of boxing right now. Well, some people say no and some people say yes, but I'm just saying right now if Canelo Alvarez go fight on pay-per-view, he probably get, it depends on who he fight, he might get $1 million or 500,000, 600,000, it depends on who he fight, right? But he is somewhat of the face of boxing right now. I would probably say that, right? You know, so you got Manny Pacquiao there and Deontay Wilder, which is, he got his stuff from the mud and stuff like that. But anyway, what I'm saying is, he got popped dirty and they came out with it. So why they didn't do that with Floyd Mayweather? He was so much of that. He was that big of a boxer, as in they did it to Floyd and didn't do it to Canelo Alvarez. Why did Canelo Alvarez get popped and they came out with it? Why he had enough money to pay them all, but he couldn't do it, right? So Floyd Mayweather paid off the people that did the sample for him or whatever, but the sample was done for Canelo Alvarez. But he had enough money to do it, and I think if he had enough money to do it, he would have did it. But they couldn't buy them off. He couldn't buy them off. You see what I'm saying? I mean, come on now, think about that. I don't, so Canelo Alvarez's money is not good, so Floyd Mayweather's money is good. And they both are the cash cow. You see what I'm saying? So, like, how did he get away with that? And pop dirty 3 times? Come on, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. And you got for non-boxing reported this at the same time. It's just a rumor, and saying it's gonna always be a rumor, I think, and until they come up with some evidence and stuff like that. But what kind of evidence they're gonna say that he got popped dirt for 3 times? I mean, come on. But at the same time, man, it's all about what y'all think. At the same time, do you believe this? Do you don't believe this, or what? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, what y'all think? Leave a comment at the bottom of my page. Subscribe to my page. Like my page. Hit the notification bell for new videos from me. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. All right, bye.